did you know that the ancient seven chakra system from the Hindu cosmology had a direct relationship to what's known as the speed of light harmonic, which is 144. But we know that the speed of light is 144,000. So let me show you a very rare revelation of how the ancient Brahmins hid the knowledge of the 144,000 within this seven chakra system. And just before I start, I'd like to show you a typical diagram from Hindu mythology. The word chakra literally means wheel. So you can see that these seven chakras are spinning wheels of light. And that's important because I believe that what's embedded within the seven chakras is a code of light. These are light harmonics. So we always start with the base chakra. It's called the Mulahdhara. And they attributed 4 petals to the Mulahdhara. The Mulahdhara is all about our survival and security. It's our connection to the earth. But the other symbol for the Mulahdhara was called the Kundalini. And now Kunda means a coiled snake. We know when a snake is sleeping in a coil, that coil has the potential to become a rod or a staff. So Kunda can also mean the staff. But I believe that this seven chakra system, when we tune into these wheels of light, is an internal antenna to understanding the cosmos or the many worlds. So we know that the 4 chakras, the Muladhara has 4 chakras. I'm going to write this down here. So we're going to add the sum of the first 5 chakras. So Muladhara has 4 petals. It's red. The orange Sacral chakra, which is orange, has 6 petals. Then we know that the Solar Plexus, which is the seat of all our emotions, is yellow. It's like a solar glyph, and it also has 10 petals. Then we move to the heart. Now the heart's very important. It's base 12, and the heart was the first organ in our embryogenesis to form. So the heart, the key to galactic knowledge, is base 12. So we have 12 petals, and it's green. And green is a beautiful color that reminds us of our connection to nature and to trees. The throat chakra has 16. It's blue. And the throat, as you know, is all about how we communicate to our higher self and to others. So by adding, we're going to add up the sum of these 5 chakras. So the sum of all of those is 48. Now this is where the yogis hid the knowledge. So they hid the knowledge in the 6th chakra called the third eye. It's kind of like the symbol for Aries. When we draw a vertical line up the nose and over the lashes, we get to the point in the center of the head. If you put a skewer between your 2 ears and through that point, in the center of our brain, we have a chakra known as the third eye. But I see it as a 4th dimensional all-seeing eye. Now, why did I put 96? It typically has 2 petals, but why did I put 96? Because the 2 petals symbolize what's called a divine bifurcation process. So the 2 petals of the third eye is really the sum of all the lower chakras, but we double it. That's what the 2 petals represent. So we double the 48 and we get 96 chakras. So that's why the secret to the speed of light we're talking about was that the third eye, our all-seeing eye, has 96 petals. So you can see that there's a progression: 4, 6, 10, 12, 16, and 96. So now we're going to add up the sum of the 96 and all the ones below it. So I'm going to write 96 over here plus the 48, which is the sum of the 5 below it, and we end up with 144. So the sum of all the first 6 chakras is 144. So that already gives us a clue, because 144 being 12 squared is a very anointed or special number. And the reason why we move to the highest chakra, our line to the cosmos, is the Sahasrara, which is known as the crown chakra. And they've always attributed 1,000 petals to the crown chakra. So we multiply the sum of all the chakras below, the 144, times the 1,000. So we multiply the 144 by 1,000, and we get this magical harmonic number called the 144,000. And that's got to do with 144,000 nautical miles per grid second. When we look at the topology around the Earth and all the grids and the ley lines around the planet, the ancients knew that the speed of light was connected to 144,000. So that's kind of the secret coding is always being hidden, but I believe we've come at a time in our journey where a lot of this ancient knowledge has to be revealed, and that so long as the intention is pure and that this knowledge is used for the humanity and for good purposes and for good technology, then it justifies that we are in a position now where we can release these codes of light, and that all this knowledge is within your kundalini. Thank you.